Kentucky Fried Card Draw.
Nadu the Bird Wizard.
You love it, bitches.
Is he going extinct
Get out of here, you stupid bird.
and being banned? Nadu Bat cleaned up at the European Pro Tour. The Final Four all used Nadu. If he's banned, we'll show you what the next dominant deck might be. Stay tuned.
Welcome to Mad Magic TV. You give me 5 minutes, and I'll destroy the world.
So we all know that Nadu is the most dominant deck in the modern format. The modern format is unequivocally the most popular format in Magic the Gathering, other than Commander. In the event that Nadu continues to dominate, there are certain picks that we think we should sell or buy, and if Nadu is banned, there are certain picks that we think that are buys or sells. Shuko is a card that absolutely, no matter what, is a card that should be sold.
Shugo could be sold for the fact that Nadu gets banned, no one's going to care about it again. So you might as well go ahead and get a few bucks out of it or blah, blah, blah. But I don't think that they're going to ban Shuko. Do you?
No, it would be ridiculous for them to ban Shuko because the only reason for them to ban Shuko is because of how overpowered Nadu is. But it's not Shuko that's broken, it's Nadu that's broken. Now,
right.
If they ban this, then all it's doing is restricting their ability to design cards in the future that may have equip 0 as their equip cost. So they're restricting their ability to design new cards, and they're still allowing Nadu to run wild. So it's my belief that Shuko is not even on the radar for being banned. Could be wrong, but that's my belief.
I think you hit the nail on the head. So you got this mechanic of a 0 equip cost. You can go ahead and then, ban Shuko or whatever, but then Nadu will just be another ticking time bomb. Anytime you want to go ahead and make another one of these cards, in theory, maybe they could kick the can down the road. Ban Shuko so people can still play with Nadu in a slower format, but still aggressive. And then later on, whenever they feel like making another 0 equip card, they can do that. Nadu will come back. And then at that point, you go ahead and ban the bird, right? And then people can say that, but at least they've had their chance to have some fun with it. And they sometimes unban cards. I mean, maybe they could do that.
Yeah, it's pretty rare that they unban cards, because they usually have a really good reason for banning cards. But I just think Nadu is the problem here, and I think that R&D just didn't fully explore how broken this card was. It's very rare that you see a card dominate a Pro Tour like this card in particular has. I mean, it surpassed the domination of Eldrazi Winter.
In my opinion, I don't think it was something that, and this is the unpopular opinion. I think this was absolutely done intentionally to try to sell packs. This card, everybody saw it and everyone went broken. It was blatantly obvious. Everybody knew it right from the get-go. We have one effing tournament and everyone's using it. I don't think that they could have been asleep at the wheel on this. I think they knew exactly what it was they were printing. It was so much easier. It would have been easy to dumb this down.
Twice a turn for each creature that you can control. So it's not like if you have 4 creatures in play, that means you can draw those extra 8 cards on each player's turn.
It's super duper broken. Everybody knew it. I don't look at it as a breakdown and play testing. It was they knew what they were doing. You tell us, what do you all think? Do you think they knew? Do you think it was just laziness? I think they were trying to sell a bunch of cards. And I think even for that reason, it's possible they might not even ban it here in August, which I think would be very interesting if they decided to ban the equipments or something else to try to slow it down, but let the card go. Or would they just ignore it and say, screw it, let it be the summer of the bird?
The next big power deck for meta.
MTG Finance is all about anticipation. It's about anticipating what's going to be the next big thing and being on top of it before everyone else is. So what happens if Nadu gets banned? And to me, there's a couple decks that stand out. One is Necro Dominance, but there's another card that really is busted that I think could be more busted if Nadu isn't in the way, and that's Amped Raptor.
Yeah, let's talk about this because everyone knows about Necro Dominance, right? I don't think that we need to give people a whole lot of information about this, but the Amp Raptor, uncommon from and cheap still. You can find them for under $1 from Modern Horizons 3. And at first blush, I didn't think that much of this card because energy is complicated. It hurts your head. So let's talk about Amp Raptor and why do you think that is going to be a broken deck?
The reason that this can be broken is because you have cards that have the suspend mechanic.
The suspend mechanic. Go ahead.
So the converted mana cost of these cards with the suspend mechanic is 0.
Crashing footfalls. Yeah.
Yeah, crashing footfalls. Ancestral Vision. That's Ancestral Recall with a suspend cost.
See the truth.
See the truth. This is the card that I really want to speculate on, because it is just such a random bulk rare, and it has a lot of synergy in the deck because even without the Raptor or casting the Raptor, it's good in what it does. It's basically an impulse except for 3 cards, and it's the same cost of an impulse. However, if you have this card on top of your library, and you can manipulate the top of your library with this deck with like the new Surveil lands and stuff like that. There's a card that's new in Modern Horizons 3 that's 1 blue mana. It's a common. Draw a card and add it to energy. There's a lot of ways to make sure that you're going to either get one of these suspend cards or this card on top of your library. Now, if this card's on top of your library, for that 2 energy that the Amp Raptor provides you, you Ancestral Recall. Because you're not casting it from your hand. You're casting it from exile. So you're drawing 3 cards, and that's absolutely busted. And even in the event that you're not using the Raptor, the card's not that bad. Right. So there's other cards in the deck, such as Galvanic Discharge that you can play. Galvanic Discharge is essentially like a lightning bolt that can be divided. So you see their instant, choose target creature or planeswalker. You get 3 energy tokens. Then you can pay any amount of energy. Galvanic Discharge deals that much energy to that permanent. So all these cards together, I mean, it's a very the mana curve of the deck is super low, and it just seems like a very good option. Put 12, 16 fetch lands in your deck, and all of a sudden, essentially, your deck is 44 cards, and all this stuff is reducing variance in your deck. So, like, it's going to be really easy to ensure that the Amped Raptor is going to be able to be utilized, and utilized very early.
All right, everybody, what do you think? That's our pick. Nadu goes bye-bye. Necro Dominance, yes, that's already a competitive deck. And then this new Energy Amped Raptor thing. Get these cards while they're cheap. Any final thoughts?
Yeah, I want to know if fish get cramps after eating.
You can like and subscribe, or I'm going to put Mind of Maggots in your bed.